Hey, welcome back, friends. All right, so we're going to do my Valentine's Day manicure. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to do things kind of a little bit different. Did kind of forget to take these nubbins off here. I'll do that real quick on these because I'm going to start with the ring finger and the pinky finger. So I'm going to set these others over to the side in order so I know what's going on with them. So we're going to go ahead and start with these, and what I'm going to do first is I am going to put 2 coats of Bam White on these 2 nails so we can get this one moving, and then we're going to move on and do another one here in just a second. So we're going to start off with 2 coats of Bam White. Make sure we get those covered good. Don't have any uneven spots. Okay. All right, I'm just going to set that over to the side and let it dry. And while it's doing that, I'm going to take what is going to be my index finger, or index finger. And we're going to go ahead and put some base coat on this one. So, and get it ready to go. So, these are going to be my Valentine's nails. I'm going to have a little bit of everything, some white, some red, and some pink. So, bear with me. There we go. All right. So, we're going to cure that for 60 seconds. I'm going to put that over there so that gets cured. In the meantime, our Bam White should be just about dry, so we can go ahead and put a second coat on that. And like I said, when I say Bam White, Maniology Bam White, just straight up plain old white. So go ahead and do that. Get these a second coat here. Actually, I think that's still a little wet. I'm gonna wait on that for just a second. Okay, let that set over to the side. When that gets done cured, I'm gonna use this Apricot Blood Moon that I got as a sample when I ordered some stuff from them. So I'm gonna use that for the my index finger. So and it's obviously a really deep red. I love it. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on here. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get this on. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna cure that again for 60 seconds. And that's really all we need on that is 1 coat. All right, so let's go back and do these. So I've got all kinds of things going on here that we're gonna do today. All right, we're gonna let those dry. And in the meantime, we are gonna put a base coat on these 2. So that way we can get ahead of the game on that. So we'll go ahead and base coat. Oops, I wanna make sure I get those ridges off. Don't want those on my finished mani. There we go. So we'll go ahead and base coat these nails. All right, we will let those now cure for 60 seconds. Let those do their thing while everything else here is still sitting here. And look at how beautiful that color is. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to go ahead and top coat this, and we'll be almost done with that one, but not quite. We're going to do something kind of different with that. Okay, so while that's curing over there, go ahead and get this top coat on. And then as soon as that's done, we'll pop it in. And we will cure this, since this is a top coat, we're going to cure this for 90 seconds instead of 60 seconds because it's a top coat. We'll make sure it gets good and hard. All right, so we're going to cure this one for 90 seconds. I'll sap it over there. And while that's working, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on these two real quick. And I'm going to get my solid nail gel out again. And I'm going to use the pink that's in here. Because I didn't really have this pink color that I liked in any other form. So what I'm looking for at the moment is my brush that I had like 2 minutes ago. Ah, there it is. Roll behind something. All right, so I've got this kit here. I'm going to use this pink. And so we're going to go ahead and get started with that. And you might think I'm trying to go kind of fast, and I guess I kind of am. But I've already done the other end, so I know what I'm doing on this one. So it will take me a lot less time than it did the first time around. So, and if you've been around, you know I really like solid gel polish, this cream, this solid cream. And you can use it for designs as well, but I really like to just use it as straight up polish. For me, it just gives me a nice thin coat. And I don't have to worry about a lot of extra. So I'm a big fan of it like this. All right. So we are going to pop those in, get the red one back out. Pop these in for 60 seconds. There we go. Clean my brush while it waits. So I don't want to have my brush get all dry or anything like that. I want to make sure my brush is good and clean. I'll wipe it off over here so that it's good and ready to go. Okay, so we've got this one here, and what we're going to do is I'm going to do something a little bit different that I've never really done before. Is I'm going to put a little bitty charm on this one. So I've got some nail glue gel here, and this has to be cured under a UV lamp. So if you do use this, you've still got to cure this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up with an orange stick just an itty bitty tiny piece of this, and it kind of does the whole spider webby thing there. And so I want to place this towards the back end of my nail, this glue. And you'll see my charm isn't very big, so I don't really need to put a lot there. So there's that. I'm going to pick up this little bitty crystal heart. Maybe. Maybe not. My tweezers might be a little dirty. Put it right on that glue. And hopefully it's straight. And then what we'll do is we'll cure that for 60 seconds. All right, so while that's curing, we'll put a second coat of the pink on these two nails here. And we're not done with the white yet. Don't worry, we're not done with the white ones yet. So we're gonna put a second coat on here. Go back and pick up just a little more polish there. Not a fuzzy, get that out of there. Okay, we'll put this down. Wash my brush off the final time. I won't need it again. So I'll lay that over to the side and let it dry. I'll cover up my acetone that I've used to keep it clean. Okay, so now this one here is done, and I think it's really pretty because I love this blood moon and a little crystal right there in it. So we're gonna set this over to the side. Set a lot of stuff over to the side in a moment, actually. Put the lid back on that for now. Okay, so now we've got these two pinks. And so what I'm gonna do on these is, I got this from Betsy. I absolutely love this. It is just like the right consistency. So this is cat eye gel. It's called Pastel Jelly, PJ01. So it is a pink cat eye. So yeah, we are going full on pink here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on this, there we go. That way I can flash cure it or just cure it when I'm ready, because yeah, I mean, this stuff goes on like butter. It's amazing. So if you haven't tried Betsy yet, I recommend you give them a shot. Like I said, I absolutely love this. The cat eye is fabulous. I mean, of course I have to admit, all my cat eye prior to this was off of Amazon. But this is the bee's knees when it comes to getting that really velvet color that you want right in the center. So, all right, I'm gonna cure that real quick. Throw that in for 60 seconds. And then while we're waiting on that, we will go ahead and do this one as well. I'm gonna kind of wait for that to count down so that we're not getting not waiting a while. There. Okay. So here we go. Putting this on here. I love this. This, like I said, it just goes on like so silky smooth. So thin. All right, so there we go. We're gonna just push that up. Push it up on this side as well. All right. Sure that. All right, look at that. Hopefully you can see how well that shines. So I'm just absolutely loving this Betsy. So we are going to top coat both of those. Move this over out of the way. When that other pink one comes out. There we go. absolutely gorgeous. All right, so now we're going to top coat both of these. Using our Hema-free. Go ahead and do a quick top coat on these. And then these bad boys will be done. Okay. 90 seconds on the top coat. Now we're going to come back to the white, which is good and dry. And what I am going to do on that is I'm going to put a base coat on it first. Okay, so I'm going to kind of close up some of the stuff over here that we don't need. Clean up my workspace a little bit so it's not quite a disaster. Okay. So we are going to put a base coat on these two nails. I know. I did just regular stamping polish, but now I'm going to put a gel base coat on these. And you could probably use the sticky base coat if you wanted to. Because what I'm going to do is I'm not going to chrome them, but I'm going to use chrome powder. And so it's going to give it more of a shimmery effect. So I want white shimmery, which is what this is going to do after we do the base coat for 60 seconds. Okay. All right, so now these three nails are done. So that's the first part of our Valentine's manicure. So those are done. Now, in order to put this really pearlescent color on here, we're just going to take the standard old eyeshadow. And the reason we use a base coat here, because it still stays a little sticky. A top coat will be drier. And this gives us something for this to stick to. And it's going to just give us a really pretty, and I managed to hit it with my finger as I put it in the thing, so it's why it's got a little bit of a, but c'est la vie, right? So it should be pretty shimmery. I said I didn't want chromy, I wanted shimmery, so this is what I decided to do. If I wanted more of a chrome look, I would have done this on a top coat. There we go. Now we will top coat both of these and put them in for 90 seconds because we're talking about a top coat here. And then I got one more surprise up my sleeve for these white nails. So there we go, get that back on there. And I will try and list down below everything that I've used in case there's something that you're looking for, especially like that, or the Vetsy, you know, the stuff that's a little bit unusual, Apres. So I'm gonna need my glue, my nail glue again though. All right. And so we're done with the pinky now. So I'm just going to do something on this, and I'm going to use my nail glue. And I am not a pro at this yet. I am sure there's hundreds of you out there and go, oh, that's not the way to do that. But right now, this is the only way I figured out how to do it. So I'm going to take my orange stick again and get a little bit of glue. I need a little bit more because my charm that I'm going to use is a little bit bigger. And so I'm going to put it right here. And I could probably use and I know there's a better way, but that's the only way I got. I'm going to put this gold heart right on there, if I can get it to turn over the right direction. And then move it around how I want it. Now, because this nail gel glue, this glue here is UV. And it's probably as flat as it's going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and cure that. I'm not sure if that'll hold it or not. I may have to do that again. Okay, let's see if it moves. Nope. It's glued on there, believe it or not. And so we'll go ahead and top coat that so that it looks better. Again, I know there are better ways to do this, and I am learning. So if any of you have ideas out there, and I know I probably shouldn't top coat the charm, but on this one, because it's so not flat, I decided to. So, okay, so there we go. That is our manicure for Valentine's week. I wanted something obviously Valentine-y, but also classic. I didn't want to go all crazy. So there you go. Let me know what you think. Like I said, and any tips and tricks you ladies have for charms, I am willing and ready to try. So anyway, I hope that gives you some ideas. I just kind of wanted something different, a little bit, like I said, classier than some of the other things that I had earlier thought about doing. So anyway, this is my Valentine manicure. Thank you so much for checking in, and we will see you next week. Everybody stay safe out there. Bye.